Our latest case involves a family from Lakewood, Ohio, who believes they have a non-human entity in their house. They know they already have earthbound spirits that they've lived with comfortably for years, but recently things have changed and taken a turn for the dark. Now, we got called in on this case, and as you know, EVP mediums are not demonologists. So our goal was really to go in and see if we could prove or disprove that there was a demonic entity there. You'll actually hear in our communication that we do get names. Now, you never want to say a demon's name, so we don't say it. You'll see it here on the screen. But we did get it more than once, and we were actually really disturbed by this. Why were we disturbed? Because this ties into a case that we had previously. This is the first time that's ever happened, and we really aren't very comfortable with what that might mean. However, take a look at this presentation. We did our usual outtakes, highlighting things that we think are important, and we even included some bonus footage at the end, showing us discussing the case. It gives you a good idea of how we process, what each of us learns on a case, and how we come to our conclusions.
Yes? I'm David. Who is this? Why do you want me to leave?
Who is coming into Aaliyah's room? Why are you coming into Aaliyah's room? She's an innocent child. You need to leave her alone.
Alfred, are you here?
How many spirits are here with us, or how many demons, may I say?
Is there a portal in this room? Who opened it up? Rachel.
You opened it.
Who's here? Tell me your name.
Did I hear Walt?
You know my name? What's my name? I will try to help you. What is my name? Who just said David?
There's something in here.
It's bad.
Yeah?
So I'm assuming there's good spirits in here?
I need verification. What is my name? You just said it. You keep saying David. How many fingers am I holding up? How many fingers? Yes.
Who just said 4? What is your name?
Manipulate this. I want you to show yourself.
It's amazing how well you hear those words.
I will help you when I know who and what you are. What is your name?
Who's the dominating spirit in this room right now? What's your name?
You see that?
Who thinks they're in charge here? Show yourself.
Show yourself.
Come on, show me that you're in charge. Show yourself.
Typically, we don't have clients ask questions in an ITC session, but in this case we had a client who asked to, and so we went ahead and did that. Now, we had to caution her afterwards because she was angry, and you can understand that. But what we got was some incredible two-way communication that quickly escalated into a shouting match.
Sure. Do you have a question? What are you doing here? What do you want?
What's a laugh?
Don't laugh at me. I want to know what you want. That sounded like my son. What do you want? Who are you bothering? One of you tell me what you want. I'm not leaving. It's my home. What do you want?
Oh, that's so we just said, no, it's mine.
No, I'm not. It's my home and you can't have it. What do you want? Why won't you leave us alone? Who brought you here? No, I'm not getting out. I want to know who brought you here.
You.
I did not bring you here. Who brought you here? You're lying now.
Because I took it off and I hear almost nothing, and I put these on and I can hear it.
Do you feel a difference in the room? I feel very stifled, but I'm getting really angry at the moment, too.
But here's the thing: is we're going to need you when you ask questions. You got to keep that anger in check because it could cause other complications. So, at this point, I mean,
You don't want to give any energy out to help feed it.
Plus, if there is a shyer spirit here, they actually might be intimidated. We first brought up Alfred in our case, the spirit of Ambets. Alfred appears to be an unseen member of our team. Is he a spirit guide, an angelic being? We don't know, but he has been at numerous of our investigations, and there seems to be indication that he somehow is assisting us in helping spirits cross over. Once again, I call out to Alfred and we get direct communication, which certainly indicates that Alfred was present. So we're going to try a different method. Alfred, if you're here, say Alfred.
How many of the spirits are actually bothering the family?
Answer. Who's in the closet?
What are you upset about? I heard you say you're upset. What are you upset about? Who came? Who came?
Let me ask you, who invited you into this home? Did somebody invite you into Liz's home?
Get them out.
Who's down here in the basement?
There's 29 minutes. What's that? On the wall.
Were you invited in?
Yeah.
Who invited you in? Who's afraid? Alfred, if you're here, can you help us out, please? Who is the spirit that is terrifying the little girl?
In this next session in the basement, you're going to hear Spirit make reference to Shelley being a cop. You're also going to hear it make reference to her name. It says her first and last name, which is interesting to us because we don't introduce ourselves in a client's home by our first and last name. This would lead us to believe that there is actually a possibility of a non-human entity.
Somebody please speak up so we can help this family.
It's difficult. Why is it difficult for you to talk? It's terrible.
Oh, it's terrible. You got to help us. Be more specific. No, you won't hurt me? Is that what you said? Okay. Is something going to hurt us? Is something going to hurt this family?
The
Children. What's the child's name? Have you attached yourself to somebody in this house? Paranormal. Ghost, yeah. We are a paranormal research team. We're here to help. We're using a different method now. See if we can communicate a little bit better this way. I'm going to ask you again, where's the portal?
Being a police officer, Shelley often carries a weapon with her during our investigations. It's interesting, in this clip, we hear what sounds like a young male say, "Don't shoot."
Is there anybody here with us?
Who's ever here, go ahead and show us your face. How many of you are here right now? There's a lot of you. How many?
There's a lot of whispering.
A lot of whispering. There's a lot of underlying stuff here. Death, okay. Are you afraid of somebody?
Now, up until this point, the spiritist was highly active, getting numerous voices, and it's just incredibly busy. Then suddenly it gets quiet, almost whispery. And then we get ITC that kind of indicates that something else has entered the room. And we get the impression from this next set of communication as if the spirits become fearful or cautious. And you actually hear it's the man, everybody on your knees. And then there's reference at the end, a darker voice asking, who is Hensley's slut? We found this very disturbing.
To the man. Well, slow. One. To the man. Well, slow. One.
Get out? Why do we have to get out?
What's it? Something's at you.
Okay, who's here with us? Give us a name so we can communicate directly to you. I'd like to talk to the dominant entity, please. Alfred, can you tell me the dominant entity's name, please? You see her? Are you here in this room with us? Let me ask you, did you follow us from another room?
Do you have an attachment to this house?
It's clear now, like it was in the basement. Did you say Jeremy?
What about the bedroom?
Is anybody afraid? I'm not sure how you responded to that question, but if you are, who are you afraid of? Okay, I'd really like to know who I'm speaking with here. What is your name? Does anybody here want help?
Listen to this. Yeah, just the microphone is just saying.
Is there a non-human entity here? What's the names of the non-human entities?
Let's try that third one.
I think it's interesting that when we ask that direct question, we get nothing. It's crickets.
Where is she? Who are you looking for? Are you reading my shirt? Why are you whispering? Are you afraid somebody's gonna hear you?
What's this app called? Abuse on Various Expressions?
Oh my god.
Who just growled? Are you guys scared? The ones that are whispering, are you afraid? What are you afraid of? Who are you afraid of? No, we're...
Analyze, we've got quite a bit to analyze. Are we live now?
Yeah.
We reviewed some of the evidence. Looking back, let's recap what the feelings were about this particular case. Randy Centura for extension. Start off.
As soon as we got there and I walked up onto the porch, I started to get a feeling of fright. Like there was a lot of angry energy. And once inside the house, it was real heavy. It's hard to breathe. It almost felt like there was a lot of depression, a lot of built up anger.
I think all of us experienced that hard to breathe stuff. What else did, when you were upstairs particularly, what did you feel or sense up there?
I first felt like I was being watched as soon as I got to the top of the stairs. When we went into the son's room, which was to the left, there was a lot of dread. Like there was something very dark there that was perfectly fine being there. It felt comfortable staying in that area. Then we came out and went to the daughter's room, granddaughter, I believe it is. We went into her room, and it was completely different. It was still extremely hard to breathe. I had a real concern about the vent that was pushed out. I mean, to me, I felt like, and I even mentioned this, that I felt like something had come up through the registers from the basement and pushed its way right into that room, which, the way that was busted off very well could have been.
Right. I mean, I went up to the room before you did the EMS, but when I walked in that door, I mean, I went around the corner, I had no expectations, and you were right behind me.
In the granddaughter's
Yeah. And as soon as I got to the stairs, turned to right to go into that granddaughter's room, it was like wham, like a wall.
I literally almost had to catch you.
Yeah, because it was like something was pulling, and I know it sounds crazy, but I've never experienced this. It was like something was pulling the breath out of my lungs. I think you experienced something similar.
I did too, and honestly, when I first went into the home, I didn't feel a whole lot because I don't have your special abilities. I didn't feel a whole lot. Not until I went upstairs behind you, and that very same room, I felt like I couldn't catch my breath in.
All I could think was that it was like going into a room where it had tropical humidity. It was really hard to breathe. And I whipped out my smudge spray and I smudged the room. And that's the first time I've actually experienced.
That was immediate.
It became like a fall crisp day.
Yeah, it reminded me of like a fan or something. All of a sudden it was air. I mean, whatever it is you put in that, however you made it.
And the window was open in that bedroom. Yeah. Before we smudged, I mean, when we went in there and it was heavy, the window was open because I didn't think it was, and we had looked at it.
She closed the window afterwards because the dogs barking.
So when we went in there, we already knew that there was something going on, but we got a lot of stuff.
A lot of direct responses to some of our questions.
Well, I think too, when I can say how many fingers, I don't know that I get four. We got quite a few names. Walter that was the first time we got Walter.
And we got Benjamin too.
We got Benjamin.
And we got those more than once.
Yeah, more than once on different devices.
We also got Rachel.
What bothers me is we have a negative entity, which we refuse to speak out loud. MFS were referred to. This is not the first time we encountered this man, and it's shocking to find. Now, I mean, the first time we encountered him this spring at the client's home, the name was only said twice. This kind of disturbing that it was so clear throughout, and that begs the question: is this a demonic or a non-human entity that literally has come through? As we talk about a portal, that faucet, and how you sense the pulses or something.
I feel there's more than one portal in that house. I felt strongly that there was one in the basement.
Yeah, and that's interesting too in the basement, because we do get reference to that in the basement as well.
And what's different is you guys actually are using a new program or something,
Yes.
We have a new device that a new app on our phone called Spiritus. And so far, I personally like that one the best over the SB7. The words come out so clearly. It's a lot easier to hear. And it also seems to help with having, when you have more than one spirit talking at a time, you can slow it down and get to hear both spirits that are talking. As if we all talk together, we can kind of understand, the conversation as a whole instead of the bits and pieces that we normally get with the SB7 and the Sonar.
At this point, this is the first time we've used this particular software. At this point, it looks promising, but I have to caution everyone. We saw that in Sono as well. We don't know the software well enough. Some of these things could be algorithms. However, when it laughed at our client, I don't think that was the algorithm because the timing was too direct. We got direct answers with Spiritus, but again, we don't know how much there are algorithms in this program yet, and there may not be any.
Such as like how we got Rosemary.
Right, a lot in Sono.
I think that was, which one was that?
Sono X10.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just letting you know, that phrase, just letting you know, comes to a lot of the Sono X10. And the Sono X10 does work But we found that when there are not a lot of spirit energies there, we get more algorithms coming through. It's just random stuff, nonsense stuff. But when the spirits are there, they actually tell their story with someone.
Exactly. These words are not, for the SB7 it's the radio, but a lot of the times with these apps they put words into the system and it's up to the spirits to manipulate. So those are what we would call the algorithm or
Algorithms.
algorithms.
Well, so I'm just cautioning the group. Right now, the spirit looks very promising. We've seen some direct form.
And what was interesting is that using that new program, we did get the name that we had, the spirit that we picked up in other location with a different device. So that's kind of unusual.
The most important thing though is touching back on what you said. Is that yes, there probably are algorithms in the Spiritus application, but the fact that we got so many direct answers to questions that we asked, I think it proves to be a pretty good application so far.
I like the visual part of it as well.
Well, and one of the direct responses we got was that there is something in the closet, and it's bad.
Right.
Shelley asked till she got a name, because we're not supposed to be able to get a name, but that was pretty clear, and so that pretty much confirms the information we were given by the client.
Right. And tell these guys what you said to Joyce and I outside.
Spirits that the homeowner talked about had been there for years, an old man that even the neighbors had mentioned seeing an old man in the window. They were there. Those spirits were there, but they were terrified. Whatever has come into that house recently is terrifying the other spirits.
Well, I'm the least sensitive of the group. I was not real keen on this case anyway, because whenever we have a client that says, I think I may have a demon in the closet, that's not something that's really in our wheelhouse. But we went and did our investigation, and I don't know that we came up with a clear answer, but we got a lot of response. So.
Now, at least based upon the EVPs that we reviewed, we have, I believe, quite a few earthbounds there. Now, whether they were attached to the property in some way right from the beginning, if they're previous owners, if they're people who live there, if they're people in the neighborhood, or if they're walkers.
And one of the things I think was really interesting in this case, we always get something that seems to be different than our other cases. We get a lot of whispering. That's the first time I've ever heard a spirit whisper their response.
And with that being said, I think this is probably one of my very first cases where you could actually tell that these spirits that were communicating with us were extremely afraid. Terrified.
It was definitely the spirits
something.
that were whispering.
Yes. I could feel it.
I felt like they were, if you could describe someone scared, glued to you.
Yeah.
That's the way I felt. Like they were following us around like this was their only chance to move around.
Closing time. Open all the doors and let you out into the world. Closing time. Turn all of the lights on over every boy and every girl. Closing time. One last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey or beer. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. Take me home.
Welcome to EVP Medium's Case 55, where we go to Fremont, Ohio to investigate a bar called Paisans. This opportunity was brought to us by our good friend Lori, whom you met in our Pioneer Mill investigation in Tiffin. This building has been around for a long time and has been many businesses, including other bars and even a bank. It's a two-story structure. Upstairs are 3 apartments. One of them is empty, so we actually will be able to go up there and conclude our investigation. But we start out by introducing ourselves to the spirits. And even though we aren't using any ITC equipment and don't really expect any communication, we get some traditional EVPs. If you have your headset on, you'll be able to hear them.
But we're here to get your story. And we're hoping tonight that you will communicate with us. I'm Dave.
I'm Joyce. We're not here to judge you. We don't care what you did in life. We just want you to tell us what you need to tell us.
And it's also important that we convey to you that for those of you that want to go into the light.
Our investigation gets off to an unusual start. EVP Mediums is honored to be the subject of a short film by filmmaker Ian Kelly and his crew. So they start setting up for their filming, and we're sitting there waiting with our EMF meters. You'll see we start to get some activity, and we also get what we believe are traditional EVPs. We believe because of the content, but there was some background noise. We hadn't had a clear set, but you listen and you decide.
That's a great job. Can you make that light up again? Yeah. You know, that's the battery backup.
Yeah, the fact that you said it cranked up.
I mean, it took forever. Shelley and I begin our first ITC session in the area of the bar where patrons and workers have seen an apparition of a female pacing back and forth.
There we go. Hello?
What's your name? Do you need help?
Who is making these devices go off?
Sometimes when we conduct an investigation, for whatever reason, a spirit takes an interest in a particular team member. But in this case, that team member was not on our team. It was a member of Ian Kelly's crew.
Is that your best friend?
How many of you are here? I hear a lot of different voices. How many are here? Well, my name is Shelley, and this is Joyce over here. Can you please tell me your name? Who asked for help?
The moment
moment that David turns off the ITC software, we pick up this really amazing Class A EVP from a woman that sounds really, really desperate. And she's saying, keep trying. It's very, very challenging.
Switch this on. Switch this on. We're going to try a different software program. Might be easier for you. We really would like to communicate with you, so it's important for you to give us your names. You see here that I tell the spirits that it's important for them to give us their name. Now what's interesting is apparently a spirit just came into the room or was just now paying attention, because here is evidence of how spirits communicate with each other in the spirit world, not just to us via EVP or ITC. You actually hear spirits communicating to each other, and one wants to know what my name is. It's important for you to give us your names.
What is your name? Stephen? Nice talking to you, Stephen. Dave. Who asked for help?
What's your name? Patrick?
Yes.
Yes, Patrick?
I thought I heard him say he's excited.
Are you excited? When Joyce asked, why are you still here, the answer that we got was simply astounding. Does it support the Catholic doctrine of purgatory here on the earth plane?
Why are you hanging out here?
How many
Why are you hanging out here? So that we know that you're hearing us and you're answering our question. Can you repeat Candy Cane? I heard Candy. I heard phone.
phone? Technology.
Okay, let's try another validation. Can you tell me how many fingers I'm holding up?
There's no one. Okay, we heard that. What would you like us to know? Do you want to be crossed over?
If we open the light tonight, do you want to go through? Yes, please. But we are going to cross you over before we leave tonight. Or this morning, I guess. Hang around. We knew we were getting a lot of communication in this location, so we took a short break and we added Randy to this next session. Sucks? What sucks?
You know, a lot of you were here when I came in earlier, and you were back in this area. Maybe you could tell us your names. When we arrived at Paisans and I walked in, I was way overwhelmed with the amount of spirits that were in that building. It was almost as if it was crowded. And as you can see from the video, there were a lot of names mentioned in our ITC sessions.
Hail Mary? Did you hear Hail Mary?
It's over.
Who's lighting this up?
Is that you guys making the noise upstairs?
That was
Who's upstairs?
Matt?
Matt? Help?
Hey, Matt, tell me more. Tell me why you're here.
Who keeps turning the lights on here at night?
For those of you who watch a lot of our episodes, you know we do a lot of ITC communication, but we really want to get back to our namesake and do a few more traditional EVP sessions, and we're really rewarded here. The EVPs in this session that we're actually doing the playback are really clear, and there's one at the end where a spirit actually identifies herself as being from the light.
Are there any children here?
Our next session takes place down in the basement. The people who work at this bar feel unease when they go downstairs, like somebody's watching them. So as we all traipse down this wooden staircase to the creepy basement, including Ian's film crew, we do feel a darker energy there, and the intelligent responses that we get are much darker. We get a lot of get out, and we get some profanity.
Is someone down here that wants to talk or communicate? I touched him. What's my name? David, hear it? I would like some help here. Can you, again, for validation, can you say the word, let's try Kentucky. Can you say Kentucky, please? Hello? Who's angry? How many spirits are in this room right now? How many are down in the basement? Is there someone here that's angry? Is there someone here that's angry?
Who's angry here?
Who are we talking to? Jerry? Maxine? Bishop. How many fingers am I holding up? No. How many
Wrong
fingers?
answer.
Yeah, I'm David. Who is this? I warn you. Who warns me? I hear what I thought.
I think I heard it a little bit.
I did too. I heard it before.
A bit ago.
When I watch the videos.
I just heard David. Who's calling my name?
Well,
Who is this? Who is this?
If there's something we can help with,
Ben.
Ben. Repeat your name.
Ben,
Try to manipulate and show yourself in the screen, please.
whatever version you want to show us.
With it?
Who doesn't want us down here? What's your name? Jack? Now we kept getting the name Jack, and then we would get the name Benny. It's at this point that the staff members of the bar, Shar, Crystal, and Lori, who were with us in the basement, bring to our attention that years ago, the bar actually was called Jack and Benny's. Is this Jack from Jack and Benny's? Or is this Benny? Are you trying to tell us that you used to own this bar?
Ben?
Okay, if this is related to that, I want you to say Jack followed by Ben quickly. Let's hear you say Jack and then Ben. Ben.
I think Jack was right before
I think
that.
it was
Jack
too.
was before it,
Like
yeah.
a female voice.
Jack, thank you. Now say Ben. Ben.
Ben. There you go.
Awesome. How many fingers am I holding up? 4.
4.
How many now?
Oh.
Yeah. How many now? Dave.
Dave?
You can answer in Spanish.
Call me a bitch. To whoever's trying to scare me, you're not doing it, okay? I'm not afraid of you.
Why are you trying to scare him?
Does I have a message? What's the message? David, yeah?
Idiot?
I'm an idiot?
I hear Gary again.
I think you're upset because we're going to help some spirits here, and you don't like that because I think you're a bully. And you want them to be here because you're controlling them. Stop. Why? Because I'm telling the truth?
I think you need to engage Ben and Jack.
Jack, if you're here, I want you to say Jack.
Benny.
How many spirits are in the basement right now with us? I'm going to help you. I want to help you. How many spirits are here? 10? I'm going to walk over into this room. Yes, I hear you.
Hello?
Come out and talk to us, please. I will help you. I promise I will help you. What's in this room? How many of you are over here?
Just say get out.
Is this someone's space down here that you're claiming for your own? It's important you understand that. What's that say on the wall over there? What's that say? Whose name is on that wall? Oh, yeah. You hear that? What's the last name? Barnett.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going out.
Get out. You hear that?
You want us out? Why do you want us out?
Did you hear it? Say get out.
As we were preparing for our next ITC session, the REM pod that had been sitting on the table, and you'll notice it in the first session behind me, had been sitting on the table and had not been going off, starts going off. And so it got our attention, and we hurried to set up and started filming. The responses we got were amazing. We typically don't get this kind of interaction with the REM pod, and this is the first time I've ever seen it live where questions were being asked and answers were being given via the REM pod. It's amazing.
Okay. Try to form words. Tell us your name. Who are you? Are the two of you sitting at that table? Yes? If you're female, can you try to light up only one light, maybe the green light if you're female? Try to do just the green light. If you just put your energy slightly towards it, it'll light the green.
Does that red light mean you're a male? Light up just the red if you're a male.
Yeah, you're a male. You see it stayed on a little bit longer. Okay, if you're Benny, light them all up. That's the most active we've seen them in a long time.
So this next clip, we're in the back of the bar and Dave's starting an ITC session, and we hear them say his name, and then something pretty vulgar, and then I hear my name, and I react, huh? And looking at it later, we realize they weren't talking to Dave, they were talking to me.
What is your name? Yeah, I'm Dave. Who's this? Who's touching the REM pod? Who is touching the REM pod? Tell me your name, please. What's your name? Notice how we started communication around the class.
Can you try lighting it up again for us?
Thank you. That's good.
Light up the red one now. Can you light up the red?
I don't say light. Okay, I want you to do me a favor, please. Say REM pod. Please. Say REM pod.
In our final ITC session, we do indeed go upstairs to the empty apartment. It's an entirely separate living space and has an outside entrance. We had, as we were setting up for our ITC sessions in the bar, heard footsteps in this empty hallway, somebody with boots, and I thought it was just a resident since there are 2 other apartments, but no, it was the empty apartment, and it was in fact the hallway in which we end up doing several sessions. We weren't sure what we were going to find up there, especially with Randy's impressions.
On the afternoon of this investigation, knowing that we were going to be out all night, I came home and took a nap. During that nap, I had kind of an unusual sense of a dream that involved a gunshot. And it bothered me quite a bit throughout the day. And in the evening, just before we left to go on the investigation, I told Dave that I heard some shots, and I wasn't exactly sure if it was all about the bar itself, but I felt pretty strongly that it was. When we got to the bar and I did my initial interview with the staff, they told me and informed me that the apartment above, that is currently empty, did have a resident there that committed suicide by gun. That was pretty disturbing to me, to the point that I didn't even want to go up to that apartment because I could already sense how depressing and down it was going to be.
5 in the morning.
It is. Yeah. Well, he didn't stop until we were there, so. That goes down if you take it all the way down.
Now, what you're about to see is pretty incredible in the fact that, if transcribed correctly, it shows that spirits do have the ability to affect equipment.
How do you scan it?
Well, this is how you turn it on, and it's not turning on. Okay, who was walking in the hallway? Matt. Norm? You saw what? Bill? Wait, give us the name of who died in this apartment, please.
Okay, we're going to go into this other room. What would you like us to know about this room here? Anything? Okay. We're right underneath the light. I'm going to move away. Looks like we have electrical interference on that.
Hard to tell. Whose bedroom was this? Heard Matt again.
Matt? Matt?
The old lady?
Old lady, what? Who's the old lady?
What's the old lady's name? Connie? Oh.
Did an old lady live here in this apartment? Okay, how many spirits are here with us right now? Can you give us a number?
4 of them?
And I'm holding up how many fingers?
Are you telling Matt to answer?
The old lady? What about the old lady? Okay, Matt, I'm going to ask you again. How did you die? Okay, we're going to walk into the hallway. This is where we heard somebody walking before. Okay, we got a little activity on the EMF. Not good? Why is that not good?
Somebody communicated to Randy. Somebody killed themselves in this apartment. Who was that?
As you recall, early in the presentation, we got a Class A EVP from a spirit or woman who identifies herself as Annie from the light. Keeping that message in mind, what you're about to hear is very compelling about the purgatory on earth. Is Annie that the spirits are speaking about here? Are they making reference to Annie of the light?
We know you're sad.
Why are you hanging out here?
Is there somebody here who needs help?
Now, coming up, you're going to see again evidence of the intelligence of what we're communicating with. These spirits actually are aware that there are 5 living beings in the room, and they also seem to be aware that we are filming the event.
Loud music. Do you hear the music from the bar at night? At night? Did you used to hang out there? Or did you work there?
Now, earlier we get the name Matt, and we make the assumption that Matt was the person who committed suicide in the upstairs apartment. Here there's evidence that his name was Mark, based upon the communication that we're receiving.
Hey man, if there's something else you want to tell us or want us to know, now's the time to do it. We're going to be wrapping up. We were told that there were children here. Are there children upstairs? How many children?
I went upstairs. About 9. Around 9. Grandmas. Grandchildren.
Due to the distance to Fremont, we ran ahead and did the crossover ceremony on our first visit. As you know, we usually like to do this on a second visit because we have more information on the spirits that we're trying to cross. In this case, though, early in the morning, we went ahead and did the session. We used the SB7. The communication we got wasn't as clear as we've gotten in the past, but we do feel like some spirits crossed to the light.
Crossover only works if we're sincere, think about really genuinely in your heart trying to help the spirits return home to the light. So all you need to do is concentrate on that light, concentrate on them going home. Father, we come to you and we ask you to open your light. We pray to you, Lord, that you will help these spirits, help them return home. We ask for, Lord, you to give them mercy. Bring your children home. Those that see the light, can you help us by telling us what you're seeing? You see the light. Yes? Yes. Thank you, Father. Tell us what you see. Was that thank you? Exciting? I heard thank you. Do you see the light? You exercise that free will by not crossing over. And now we are giving you a chance. Tell us what you see. Nothing for you here. Go home where you can be reborn again. The names that we got: Jack, Ben, Matt, Andy, Ann. We pray to you, Lord, that you will bless everyone in this room. Keep them safe. Keep them
Closing time. Open all the doors and let you out into the world. Closing time. Turn all of the lights on over every boy and every girl. Closing time. One last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey or beer.
Okay, I think we need to laugh, so I'm going to interrupt this by playing something funny by Shirley Ghostman. Thomas will like it. All right, should I do her channeling Lady Diana, or what do you recommend there, Tomas? Colonel Sanders? We'll do the Lady Di one. That's a classic. How was your birthday, King Kits?
Mediums use a technique called trance-channeling, allowing them to put their body under the influence of a spirit.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like Shushi, as I am about to channel spirit. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Lady Di. Amazing, tremendous, magnificent Lady Di. What died? I'm coming to you from the netherworlds, what I rule, with my dear husband, Dodi Fayed. Hello. I've been summoned here by the great Shirley Ghostman for a new, exclusive teleshow, what he was telling me about in the bath. I've been desperate to come through to thank you all for the lovely funeral what you done on me. Although I must say, the journey to Westminster Abbey was a little bit slow. I felt like telling the coachman to put a move on, but then I realized that's how I got into this bloody mess to begin with. When Charlie bent over the coffin to pay his last respects, I could smell the ripe stench of Camilla's undercarriage on his breath. Cheeky bloody Charlie, you've got to love him. Can't keep it in his flippin' trousers. He must feel like he's in a bloomin' Godfather movie, waking up every morning with a horse's head on the pillow next to him. Maha! Before I go, it's payback time for Queenie, what stitched me up. I've got a few secrets about that wrinkly monkey that haven't been flogged by Paul Burrell yet. I accidentally barged in on her in the bathroom one day and caught her in the act, sucking her own tits. One of them was a lot longer than the other one. It sat draped across her chest like a deflated balloon. Nay, matter. She'll get what's coming to her for doing what she done to me. One last thing before I fade. Remember, despite what the press say, Shirley is not a gaylord, just a tad camp. Keep believing, and maybe one day I'll be back. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Mediums use a technique called trance-channeling, allowing them to put their body under the influence of a spirit.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, Shushi, as I am about to channel a spirit.
Someone's belly call? You came for the colonel? I can hear a belly rumble 5,000 miles away. I wouldn't be much of a restaurateur if I couldn't. I know what you all want to ask me. What's the secret to my 11 herbs and spices? Simple. That's all there is in anyone's cupboard. One night I chucked the whole finger-licking lot onto a chicken leg and stuck it in the son of a bitch fryer. To be honest with you, I've been on my moonshine, and I had the munchies so bad out of eating my own shit again. But you know what keeps the business alive? Innovation. You can't stand finger-licking still in the chicken industry. Chicken leg? My idea. Folks used to use chicken heads up till then, but I said there was too much speak. Lemon wipe? My idea. I originally had a chicken-flavored wipe. I got to thinking, surely if these folks have just eaten chicken, they'd like to taste a little bit more chicken fat on their face wipe. I was wrong on that one. Child labor? My idea. I always employed young kids with greasy skin. That way, we only have to use half the fat in the fryers because their teenage faces are leaking into the finger-licking pans all day. We can save a horseshit load of cash on cooking oil. Listen to me giving away all my secrets. Sometimes I can't stop myself. So now you're gonna be making your own chicken. I bet it tastes like horseshit. I should learn to keep my finger-licking mouth dumb. It's my chicken. I said mine. It's my chicken. My chicken. It's my chicken. It ain't soul food. It's wide. Chicken is wide. Chicken is wide. It's my chicken. It's my chicken. It's wide chicken. Wide chicken. Wide. Bloody hell. Oh my God, what happened there?
Shirley is the first psychic in history to confront the skeptics head on.
Take a seat.
Hello.
Hello.
My name's Nick. I come from Skeptics in the Pub, which is a group that meets in London. We are interested...
Septics in the pub, did you say?
Skeptics in the Pub. Yeah. We're interested in psychic phenomena and people who claim that they have psychic powers.
Is that it? Finished.
Okay.
Right, I'm a psychic, okay? And I can prove to you that there is life after death, okay? Even now, we've got people with us now, okay?
Jolly good. So, like, for example, who?
I don't know, last night William Shakespeare came through.
How do you know it was William Shakespeare?
Because he introduced himself. He said, hello, Shirley, I'm a William Shakespeare.
But you had never met William Shakespeare in your ordinary life.
I don't think so, no, considering he died. So, why are you trying to undermine me?
I'm not trying to undermine you. I'm just trying to ask questions to understand what it is exactly that,
Because you're a little bit jealous that you haven't got magical powers.
I'm not jealous I don't have magical powers. Well, maybe a little.
Yeah.
So, you're going to prove something to me today.
What do you want to know?
Well, the producers very kindly asked me to make a drawing, which is in there.
All right, let's see a picture.
No, you have to show me my picture. Can't the spirits tell you what my picture is?
I've already drawn it, mate.
Okay, so off you go. Let's have a look then.
No. I want to see it first.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay, Ansley. You will show me your picture.
Okay. Unfortunately, that didn't work either.
Okay, all right. Show me a picture.
No.
Okay. All right. I drew this last night.
Good.
Let's see what you drew.
You open yours.
Right. Okay. Right. First off, I thought...
No. Look what I drew, Mr. Camera. I drew pi 3.14.
Okay, all right. First off, I thought you were going to do a house. And then I thought,
well, see, this is a psychological trick.
He's not going to do a house.
These are the things that
he
most
wouldn't do a
commonly
house.
people
A
draw.
house is bloody too obvious. He'll draw a football, because he liked football. And I thought, no, he's not going to do a football. He's going to draw his mum and dad's bed. And then I thought, I know what he's going to do. He's going to be all clever, so-and-so, bloody so-and-so, bloody clever. E equals MC squared. See that?
Yeah.
Right? Then I thought, no, he's not going to do that. He's going to do pi 3.14. So, if you can see here, 0, 1, 1, 0 there, if you actually do some multiplications on that.
But if you take any number and do multiplications on them, you can end up with pi. I know
What's
what
this
people
then?
do.
What's this then, you bloody idiot? What's that? There!
Where?
Look at it, you moron.
Yes.
10 times whatever. What's that?
15.
That's, yeah,
Yes,
work
that's
it out.
really
Work out a
good.
sum. What's that up to? Is that up to pi 3.14?
No, it doesn't.
Do that sum there, and you will get
Yes.
that.
For one value of n, I agree that that sum will equal pi.
Right, okay.
But of course, that's true for
Okay.
every number
Okay.
in the entire
Okay.
universe. So there are an infinite number of numbers.
All right, so you're a believer.
No.
I rest my case. Shirley Ghostman brings yet another skeptic to his feet.
No, she doesn't. He doesn't.
Can you not do
No,
that
he
bit?
doesn't.
I rest my case. Shirley brings yet another skeptic to his feet.
Knees, but he didn't.
No. All right, can you just let me do it?
No.
I rest my case. Shirley Ghostman brings yet another skeptic to his blood.
Am I back yet? I can't tell. I have to wait for the freaking lag to catch up. All right, well, I'm just going to go back to EVP mediums. I'll try this one. Am I still gone? I'm dead. Okay. All right, I'm back. Oh, I know. Amber Heard was a freaking nut job. Okay.
With all of the negativity in the world today, do something positive for yourself. Visit It's Your Journey, a place for self-healing. You're welcome to explore a large selection of metaphysical books and supplies, as well as gift items.
He's 6 years old. He was sleeping on this couch, and something pulled his leg. And actually, my daughter had seen a shadow figure when she was in that room, and it freaked her out, so she won't sleep in that room either. It was waking me up all night. I no sooner get to sleep, I'm hearing knocking. It was like... family will come back and not be afraid to even stay here.
I'm like, almost anxiety. I see sick people coming in here, like, it's odd, but it's like as if someone was opening the door and saying, okay, you next, and there's just sickness. And I think that a lot of the spirits that are coming in here are looking for help. Like, I don't know, like as if
it was a doctor's office?
or yeah, but it's like all of the worst illnesses are coming here. The spirits are coming back here looking for that comfort or that help. And I felt it when we pulled in, that it was like, if you could see way back, I'm thinking like late 1800s, early 1900s, people in that attire walking down the street like, this is where we gotta go. You know, we can get help here. And you have a lot still drawing you here. You know, it's...
So you're seeing spirits coming up and down the street. So they're coming in here. This is more like walkers from a time long ago.
This is just rushing. But there's something that almost is keeping them in this area. It's almost like it's in this main part of the house. I don't get that feeling that there's so much activity in there. I get it more in this section of the house and up.
So you're thinking this was the original section, so
Yeah.
that's why
They come right in the front door. They're going to rooms and they want help. And they still want help, and they're still coming here for it. And I think because of all of that, it's making you guys sick. I think that there's so much sickness that's been in this house and been a part of this house and still coming to this house that it's making you guys sick.
Okay, so you feel the mirror is just a river of energy coming
Right.
in.
It's an addition to, though.
Okay, so you feel like the people the spirits that are coming here for help
Right.
are different than what's
Right.
coming in here. What do you feel is coming in here?
This is newer. This
Okay.
is not the old time, I'm coming here for medical help. This is because it's here. It's almost
I found
like
an opening.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, there's an opening, and there's other spirits there. You know, it's like, come on in. You know, so
When did you buy the mirror? How long has the mirror been here? Can you tell me something
I
about
don't
the mirror?
know. Let me get
I think it's been there a while, and I think there's been
Mom?
coming and going through there for a while.
I'm just curious to know if it has a history
To me, the way I feel right now,
that needs to.
that needs to go. But the odd thing is, I feel like if this was just, if that was blocked off, then I would instantly step back in time in this room. I just feel like it can't escape.
My sister gave her that mirror 2 years ago, so it's been there 2 years.
How long has that activity been?
Huh?
How
Did you
long
notice
is
an
the
increase
activity?
in activity when the mirror was brought in by chance in the last 2 years?
Well, yeah, the kids won't come over. I mean,
Was that
And
after
that's
the mirror?
yeah, after, yeah, but it's been more lately. the last time I slept in it by myself was March 10th of this year. And it was waking me up all night. I no sooner get to sleep, I'm hearing knocking on the door. It's like, come on, really? I gotta get some sleep. I gotta go to work.
Sure.
And
Can you kind of like close the door and knock with the intensity that you experience? How did it sound? How loud?
it was like
That loud.
that loud.
Wow.
It was that loud.
You
Because
gotta
I
know
sleep
it.
through everything, and it was loud, and it woke me up.
Wow.
In my opinion, there definitely needs to be a crossover. Definitely a crossover.
I said, you couldn't even walk through here. It's okay after,
If I see a spider, I'm out of here.
My name is Dave. We are here to try to find your story and find out who you are. This is Shelley, this is Joyce, and Stefan here is filming. We truly do want to help you, and we truly do want to get to understand your story. So if you could please communicate with us, we would be very grateful. What is your name? Are there children here? Is there a doctor here? Who's a bitch? Tell me your name, please. Can you say Linda?
Operates?
Girls.
Hello? Help me? Who is this that needs help? My name's Dave.
And I'm Shelley.
I'm Joyce.
I'm Stefan.
We would like, is there a spirit here that needs help? Yes?
It was like
That loud.
that loud.
No. We were here by invitation. What's your name?
Bird.
We're not gonna get out. We were invited here. Can you tell us your story? Why are you hanging out here? Trapped?
But there's something that almost is keeping them in this area.
Why are you hanging out here? Trapped?
What year is this? Pray? You know my name? I said my name. What is my name? Yes, David. Did you hear that? That was clear. David? Do you know the dog's name? What's the dog's name?
Ring.
Yeah. It says dog.
Help? What can we help you with? escape? Are you trapped? Trapped? Do you feel like you're trapped here in this house?
Hello? Who said my name? What's your name?
Doctor.
Did it say doctor?
Were you a pediatrician?
Let's walk as we're doing this. Want to follow me and talk to me? Who is this right here? Can you tell me her name? What's her name?
Move it.
That's Sherry. Very soft. What's the dog's name? Did it just say to put the dog
I
outside?
actually heard Pete.
For validation, can you do me a favor, please? I need someone here so I know that you're understanding me. Say Clarksfield. Say Clarksfield. Huh?
Did you hear that?
I heard it.
Say Clarksfield.
Yeah.
Very soft.
What's the name of this road?
What's the name of the road that this house sits on? Butler. I know it's hard, but really clearly say Butler for me, please. Butler.
There it was.
That was a male. Butler.
There it was.
That was a male.
Did you live here in this house?
Yes. I lived here. Yes, I lived here.
Were you the doctor? I keep hearing Pete.
It was saying Pete.
Yeah, I keep hearing it. I've heard it quite a few times. Pete, what's your last name?
Kemps.
Or Gibson?
Gibson? Gibson. Pete Gibson. Remember that name.
Pete, how did you die?
Can you tell me what year, Pete? This is a benign entity. He's talking about a good wife or was a good man or something. Yeah. You had a good life, Pete? Yes. Pete, would you like for us to cross you over? Yes. Pete, is there anyone else here who would like to go home? Bill? To the light? Would you like us to send you to the light? Yes. Pete, are there children here, Pete? Was that yes real fast? Kids? How many? 5.
Are the parents here, the boys and the girls?
No. Let's move into the kitchen.
What room are we in now?
Kitchen.
Very good.
Yeah, very good. Upstairs. They went upstairs. Don't be afraid to talk to us if. Is there a malevolent force in this home? Are there any native spirits here? On the land? No? Walter? Walter?
Who used to live in this house?
I like music. What music do you like? What's your favorite color? Do you want to play a game?
How we doing? How we doing?
Who are you talking to?
Anybody?
Yeah.
Do we have everything we need? You still need light?
No, I'm all set.
Okay. Shelly and I are in the green room, and Randy said that there was a lot of activity in here. He could feel a lot of presence.
Okay, that's good. Somebody's here. Who's lighting the REM pad up?
Can you hear that okay? Who lit up the REM pod for us? Mike? Who woke the baby up?
Mike, did you wake up the baby?
Hey Mike, how did you die?
Is anybody here because they want to see the doctor?
What was this room used for?
Okay, we're going to try a validation here. Can you say the word butler? Do you want to go home into the light?
Did you come to this house to get help?
Are you sitting behind us on the bed? Goosebumps in my neck.
Heard you.
Why are you scaring people in this house to the point where they don't even want to sleep in this room anymore? Why are you doing that? How many of you are hanging out at this house? How many spirits are hanging out here, and how many would like to be crossed into the light?
How did you know to come to this house for help?
Are you here to see the doctor?
There's a line.
Is there some kind of mass sickness going around?
I can hear the woman's talking to me, the woman's voice. What's your name? Bridget.
Bridget.
Yes.
Yes, we heard you, Bridget. Why are you here?
We'll help you if we can.
We're here because the family is very scared. Why are you scaring this family?
Do you mean to scare the family? I don't think they're trying to scare the family. I think that's just a consequence.
I think so too. So if you don't mean to scare them, we understand that, but we do want you to know that they are very afraid. And that's part of why we're here. To try to figure out your story so that we can help you, which will help them. Do you understand that? Addison and me. I think they're just talking to each other separately though.
I do feel like some of them are talking to us, but I think they're, talking.
Right.
Is Annie there to help you? Is there a specific prayer you would like to hear?
Okay, we're going to end this session. We thank you for communicating with us. And what I was touching on, because there were so many of, I wanted to see if there was like, if we can pick up like if there was an illness going
An
around.
epidemic of
some kind of epidemic, that there were so many people at the doctor's office, you know, and see, you know, what era we're talking.
I will be really
You know?
surprised if we don't get Mike's story, because I could hear there was a whole bunch there, and I could just pick out words about doctor and this and that.
Mhm.
So I'll be really surprised if we don't get something from that.
Yeah, I think we definitely will.
I'm sorry, once again, can you try to tell me what your name is? How many are here? 5? Can you give me one of your names?
With all of the negativity in the world today, do something positive for yourself. Visit It's Your Journey, a place for self and offer assistance.
family will come back and not be afraid to even stay here.
We wanted to do a quick ITC session to see if, as we played the video.
That was Catholic Pope.
Oh. Pray?
I'm interested to know if there's any family members here.
Are there more spirits here than there were last week when we came?
Yep. Do you feel better when you come here? My name's Frank.
Yeah.
Is that you, Dad?
Yeah.
Walter again. Walter is here.
Frank, how about you? Are you here?
I know you talked to me before, Bridget. You were here because your foot hurt.
How's the doggy?
She's being calm.
What year is this? What year is this?
Okay, we're going to try again for a validation question. Can you say Clarksfield?
I think he's trying. Try again, please. Say Clarksville. Try again, please. Say Clarksville.
Clarksfield, I think I heard.
What's your name? John. John?
Jim?
Pierce.
Is there someone here from the light? Are you ready for us to pray the light open? Is there a child? Who's the little one?
Just saying, see the doggy?
Who's the woman you're talking about?
Alright, for validation, how many fingers am I holding up? How many fingers? 5. As a kid.
I heard 5 before.
Very good, thank you.
I know I'm hearing somebody who's young. What's your name?
It's a Amish. This is the Amish.
Who's Amish?
Curious about when I was little. They know about that.
What's your name? Mike?
Michael.
Michael thinks somebody made contact with him when he was little. Does anybody there know who that was? I hear somebody there with an accent. Rose? What kind of accent does Rose have?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's not good.
What?
There was an F-U and a growl.
Rose, are you here?
Joyce, that was it. Got you, pray.
We're going to pray. We're going to do one more session downstairs and then we're going to pray. It's time to go home. Chuck?
I thought we heard that before. Can you say glory be to Jesus Christ?
Okay, Randy.
Is there a...
Here, you hold the speaker. Can we have a name of who's here? When we were here last week, there was a woman who said freedom. Is she here? What's your name?
Did you say Art?
Yes. What about you, Walter? Are you here?
Me?
You?
Yeah, you.
Is there a spirit down here that has something we need to know?
Stop hitting me. Who's hitting you?
Music? Did somebody hurt you?
I heard Peter. Is Peter here?
I heard Frank again. Who are you? Please what?
Mike?
Mike?
Take care. What? I'm stuck.
You're stuck? When the light opens, are you going to go in? Are you here to help the souls? Sounds good.
Caswell.
Caswell? Did you say Caswell?
Oh my God! It's like an octopus.
A spider. Remember what Jay said before?
Yeah, I'm down here.
All right, let's get this on the road, people. Let's go, 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 go.
The light over there. Light over there.
The one where Joyce was dancing at Ambet.
All right, to all those spirits who just saw me freak out over a spider, you're welcome to make fun of me. I don't like spiders. They creep me out. You guys do not, but the spiders creep me out.
Also, I'm holding a device in my hand that you can light up at any time.
Who followed us over here?
Yeah, I feel
I
the
did.
same way.
You hear that? A male voice said, I did.
All right, so this is a different technology. It may be easier for some of you. I talked over. Welcome.
Give us strength.
You'll be made whole again. Whitman?
They said I don't like women.
How did you die?
Frank? All right, we're signing off. Thank you for talking to us. We're going to do the crossover next. So follow the sound of our voices and look for the light. Thank you.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the power, and the kingdom, and the glory forever. Amen.
Okay, so the way I set this up is talk to the living, which we already did. Now I'm going to talk to the spirits. We have been asked to help and are here now to do that. In a moment we will be praying to open the light, to ask the higher power to open the light. I will call the higher power God because that is how I know him. He goes by many names and is understood differently by many, but his love is the same. Feel free to pray along if you like using words meaningful to you. For whatever reason you are here on this plane, know that you are truly God's children. It is your choice, but know that we have prayed for the light to open for you. Look for your loved ones in the light or for God's helpers. I cannot tell you what you will find in the light, but I can tell you that God loves us all in a way we will never truly understand for things that we might have done in life. But we have seen that you are a merciful and loving God. The helpers that you have sent before confirm that your love for us is greater than our deeds.
Father, again, we humbly come to you and know that your love is for Alfred, and if you have been sent here to help, you are the keeper of that light, and we are praying for God's mercy, for God's love to take them home. So like an organ playing.
Look how quiet it got.
I know.
Welcome to EVP Medium's Case 54, Spirits of the Land. Our good friend and avid supporter, Carl, believes that Native American spirits reside on his land. Our investigation reveals that those aren't the only spirits there. Shelley starts off our investigation with a brief interview of Carl.
We're here with Carl on his property here in Vermilion, where he's experienced some phenomenon that's been quite unusual. And we're here to try to get some answers to some of these occurrences that have been happening to you. First off, can you tell us when you moved in here and about how old this residence is?
Well, I bought it in probably 1988. Started, I built the barn up there first, probably 89, and the house 90, 91 in that area. There's something about down here that, I wanted to figure out what's going on down here. I did find a fire ring when I bought the property. When I was clearing it, I found a huge fire ring, like a camp had been here at one time. Very big stones. And then clearing some more property, I found some graves. There's little things going on around here. I've had premonitions. I've actually felt that at first I was real apprehensive down here by myself. And then all of a sudden a calming come over me. Now I'm very calm down here. I can be down here by myself at midnight. And, it's just so calming down here now. But at first I literally, one time I remember I had a golf cart with no headlights on it. And I was down here and it was starting to get dark. And I'm driving up the driveway that we came down. Couldn't see nothing. Almost ran into a tree, but I was running so fast I kept looking behind me because I felt like somebody was trying to catch me. And that's the kind of apprehension that I felt down here.
Have you actually seen anything with your own eyes or heard anything that
only-
led you to believe that something unusual was occurring here?
The only thing that ever happened to me was one day I was in the house and I've got this Jack Daniels, the bottle itself sits inside this container and it's got a staircase around it with all these shot glasses. And one of the shot glasses actually hit the top of the bench and broke. And there's no way that thing should have moved.
Okay, so that was actually inside of your home.
That was in the house.
But most of what you experienced are the uneasy feelings, or actually I
At
should
first.
say uneasy because now you're saying it's a calm, relaxing
Yeah.
feeling. Is right here in this general area?
Yes, it's around here, yes.
Do you have a dog here on the premises right in this area and a pen here? Is there any unusual occurrences with your dog?
She watches stuff.
See things or
She watches. She lets me know if there's somebody approaching. She's like I want to say a spirit guide, but she protects. She watches and protects.
Okay, and have you heard anything when you've been out here by yourself?
Gunshots.
Besides gunshots?
No, I haven't, really heard anything, but I've had quite a few gifted people down here that have told me a lot of stories, and they're all on the same page.
Okay.
Every story I've heard, I've had 3 or 4 psychics out here, and they're all on the same page. Everything they tell me collaborates with what the other one said.
As in every investigation, Randy, our psychic medium, gives us his impressions from the land. As you listen to the communications we get in our sessions, they seem to support some of his impressions.
As we're walking towards the back part of the property, I get this feeling that there's a lot more to the land here than just Carl and his home. There was definitely a larger farm here. His property is just a small piece of what's really going on here. I don't think his home has anything to do with it. There's a mixture of spirits. There's feelings of dread. There's depression. I'm getting a little bit of like incest.
You don't have to be afraid.
I keep seeing blood seeping into the ground. I don't know if it's through war or just bloodshed of someone killing someone over a situation.
If anything, then I get back on it. Yeah.
I wish I would have heard that. I would have asked this question. I know there's graves on this property. Not all right here. I do feel like there's a few, I want to say, kind of northwest of this property. How many people are buried here? I don't think that Carl is seeing a lot of crazy happenings because the spirits are standing at bay. They're back along the back part of his property and they're just kind of watching him. Like this is a loner spot for him. He's allowed to be here, but they still feel like it's theirs. And if he oversteps it, they'll let him know. But he seems to be kind of at peace with what's going on here. So I don't see a whole lot of craziness going on. I do somewhat pick up a little bit of feeling from his dog, which I guess is kind of unusual, and this dog actually is a part of seeing what goes on here, and the dog might possibly be communicating with spirit to what's going on. And it's like a big calming circle. The dog's going to let him know when something unusual is going on, and the spirits are going to let the dogs know when something's going on. So it's a little bit unusual. I'm hoping when we do our EVP sessions, we do our camera stuff, maybe we'll pick up something that'll just confirm the whole thing and kind of tie it all together.
We start in the area around an old oak tree. Since Carl lives in harmony with the spirits, he joins us in this session. Listen closely for the traditional EVPs picked up on our camera mics before we started our ITC session.
I think it's this tree. It's right here. Right in
I'm thinking it's kind of
yeah, between the tree. And then we dug this pit. Yeah, between the tree. And then we dug this ditch. But it's like at the foot of the grave. The grave, we didn't touch the grave.
Ready? We're honoring the spirits of Native Americans today in hopes that you will accept our offering of sage. While I'm sure it is not worthy of you or your people, it is a small token of our appreciation and our honor towards you.
Watch out, the battery's straight. Okay, the battery's about full on this. And I heard hello.
Hello? Can you tell us what your name is? Can you tell us what your name is? To the Native Americans, what tribe are you from? You're scared? Who is this?
Larry.
Larry. Hi, Larry. My name's David. Can you say David? Yeah, David.
David.
Larry, can we help you in some way?
Larry, are you aware of the other spirits on this property?
Yes.
Yes.
Albert. That was very clear.
Albert. I just heard Albert.
Is this a flute?
It's almost celestial sounding.
Can you tell me your name?
What are you trying to tell us?
Set up all the way. Are they chanting? Possibly.
Up on your end? It's almost like celestial sound.
Turn it this way. So
Are you? Do you want us to go this way? Do you want us to walk up a little further? Don't.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Go ahead. Move ahead.
On and out. On and out.
Can you tell me the name of the tribe that was here? Erie. Erie.
Erie?
Did you say Erie Indians? Joyce. Do you know who this is? Can you say her name again?
Are there other family members buried near you over here? How many people are buried here?
We're going to try a validation question. Can you say the word vermilion? Say vermilion.
I heard the first 3 syllables. Sounded like a child asking for mama.
Yeah. Who is the child? What's the child's name? Can you show yourself? Can you manipulate and show yourself within this screen?
We have the smoke here. You can show us something in the smoke. Show us the smoke.
I have 2 devices.
Good luck.
Good luck. Yeah, I heard that. Can you show yourself in here? Can you manipulate this and show us a face?
We have different devices here. You can show yourself.
Oh, I just saw one. Saw one. Who is this?
That was real clear.
Larry was crystal clear. Wow.
I feel like they want us to look
Further back.
this.
It's further this way. It's definitely along the outskirts. See how you can kind of see light through the trees?
Well, that's a field right there. I
Right.
walked over there.
It's almost like right at the edge of that. It's all along there. I feel like they're just lined up there, watching us.
You know you can talk to us. We don't mean you any harm. You don't have to leave.
And I realize I'm just the caretaker. This is not my land. I'm just caring for it.
We have this
If
sage
there's
we want to
anything-
share with you.
If there's anything you need me to know, now's the time to tell me.
You have to take it off the tripod.
We have a feather from the bird. You won't fall, no? You won't fall, no? Touch the brain?
Yeah.
You run into that?
Will.
I feel like you're visiting.
Yeah, I feel like I'm
Never.
Hello? Hello? Shaku. Are there Indians here? Native Americans?
Hold on.
Dad? Dad?
What is my name?
Does the little boy or girl have a name? Can you tell me your name, honey?
Brought some sage as an offering. We're here in peace.
I say I like it. Alright, let's go back up and then we'll regroup and figure out what another method.
Since we didn't know how much communication we got in our first group ITC session, we thought we would see if a session with just Joyce and Shelley produced different results. Do I know you?
Larry, are you here with us still?
I think you said yes, I'm here.
I feel like you may have been intimidated by the whole group of us, so maybe you could just talk to Joyce and I. Can I ask you, is this your home? Is this land where you live? The current owner of this land feels like you're protecting this land, this piece of property. Is that the case? Is that true? Can you tell me who lives on this property now? What is his name? Who lives here? Are you okay with us being here? Did you say David?
If there's somebody here who needs our help, what do you need us to do?
We're gonna end this session, and we're gonna try communication elsewhere on this property. We hope that you'll follow us and try to communicate with us so we get your story. But we thank you for what we did get.
David and Stefan walked to the south end of the property for the next session, which is away from the sage smoke. Not only do they get traditional EVPs on the camera mic as they are walking, but David receives the name of a dark entity we have gotten on 2 previous investigations.
I'm not sure what we're going to get on this one, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Because I'm not getting a lot of recognizable real-time stuff, but then again, we have been on investigation. I go, oh man, we didn't get anything, and then I get back on it. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I wish I would have heard that. I would have asked this question, you know?
Where's that truck? There's like an old Dodge truck.
We didn't get anything, then I get back on it. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I wish I would have heard that. I would have asked this question, you know?
Where's that truck? There's like an old Dodge truck.
The car.
Yeah.
cord. I don't know what that is. Is the camera on full spectrum? Can you see me?
It's on that IR, yeah.
Welcome to Spiritus.
My name's Dave. Who is this? Who is this? I heard it's David. Who is this? Tribal. Tribal. Are there Indians here? What tribe? What tribe? Iroquois? So I know that you understand me, and I know that you desire communication. Can you please say Vermilion? My name's Dave. Vermilion. Female, you hear that?
Yeah.
Can you say Stefan?
Did he just tell me to fuck off?
Sounded like that. Alfred, are there spirits here that need help? Is there a small child here? What's your name? What's your name?
Todd?
Todd? Will you tell me your name? Who else is here? Todd, can you come over and talk to me? You don't have to be afraid. You know that we come in peace, we come out of great respect. Was that Dave?
Yeah.
Who said my name like that? I am not interested in talking to you. Fuck you. I'm not afraid of you. Was that Dave?
Yeah.
Who said my name like that? I am not interested in talking to you. Fuck you. I'm not afraid of you. And I don't know if it's a direct challenge to me now or if it's attached to us. But you know what's interesting is I haven't heard any direct confirmation of Alfred. And this is the first time, and I can't tell you how many investigations that I have not heard any confirmation of him.
Yeah.
Hello. Dave. Hold that count. Oh, shit. I have never seen, that was an orange ball that went between that tree and that tree. What was that? What was that? Dave? That was, Stephanie, it was like this, like, I don't know, it was like an orange ball. How many spirits are on this land? Can you tell me a name of one of the spirits, one of the Indians who were buried on this land? Can you give me your name? $300? You're an asshole? Who's an asshole? That was I'm an asshole.
I'm an asshole.
They keep saying Dave, David. Who is this? Who is this?
Kameen?
Is this an Indian? Kameen? Dave? Jesus. Who is Kameen? Alright, you keep saying my name. Is there something I can do for you? Are they coming around us? Are we being surrounded right now?
Based on Carl's feelings, we tried several things to trigger communication with any Native American spirits that may be there. We tried traditional flute music, burning sage in an offering of respect, and conducting a final session around the fire ring. While we did get communication that could be another language, we cannot say with certainty that Native Americans talk to us.
Hello? Who's here? Who's the little boy that's here? What's your name?
Somebody singing?
What are you singing for us? Can you sing some more?
Yes. Who's buried in the graves? What's their name?
Dog.
Talk about a dog.
Is there a dog buried with people in the graves? Siri?
Hi.
It was interesting that in our investigation, we did actually get some good EVPs that backed up my impressions. We actually had more than just Native American spirits, which I kind of felt was going to happen there. And, it was really good. I think we got some good stuff. And also, we had a new team member with us. His name's Stephen Burke. He was along for his first investigation with us. It went really well. And, Stephen, what do you think about it?
Well, I've always really enjoyed, coming to your guys' presentations and watching your videos. And the biggest thing that strikes me with the team here, with what you're doing, is that it's not for fame or glory. It's to actually help people. And being on this investigation, it's amazing just what you can see and what you can feel while you're there. I'm filming this stuff and I'm there and I'm hearing, and there's so much more that's going on around that no idea of until we're taken aback and we're reviewing the tapes, and when Dave and I were walking through the woods, and we had just a little camera and we're just conversating between ourselves, but right there was a whole different conversation going on, and the microphone on the camera's right in front of my face. Didn't hear a single word, but there was just a full conversation happening. And what's really what was a real big surprise to me is that the spirits aren't just people that are stuck here. They need help.
And it does pick up when spirits sense that we're there, and then they sense that I can pick up on them, then you start to get some EVPs. You did on a couple of occasions actually hear real time.
I did.
And in the video you'll see that where you chimed in, and I thought that was good. I mean, I think that you, on this investigation, grasp what we really do and got the passion for it just like we do.
Yeah, and I came into it. I've had experiences myself, but they've never been, audible things. It's been like a little bit of a sight, or just some thing that's happened, or some feeling. But you're right. That was pretty wild. Actually hearing the real time.
Well, we were pretty happy with the outcome on this video, and we look forward to doing future videos with you.
As do I. I'm very glad to be a part of the team.
As always, I want to thank you for watching and following us. We always enjoy when people like us on Facebook and follow us on our website, evpmediums.com. And until the next episode, thank you so much and enjoy.
I'm going to put something funny on. I'll probably get spanked again. Oh well. All right. I would like for I would like for Logical to see this. I want you all to see this, but him in particular, because I've been trying to tell him to watch these clips for a while.
To wedding presents, Shirley gives the greatest gift of all, an insight into the happy couple's future.
What I want to do is I want to try and find out about your future. What's coming up? There's some good news and there's some bad news, all right? The good news is you are a very good liar. Yes?
No.
You're pretty good.
No.
You are. And we're not even going to tell her the bad news. All I'd say, okay, is quit while you're ahead. Okay, who do you think is going to die first?
Me.
Well done, how did you know that? Who's going to be famous? Because they're showing me the newspaper. One of you is going to be famous. I'm thinking Top of the Pops. Things have changed. Things are going to be good. Because there's a picture. And it's of you. Frenzied park attack.
I'm crikey.
Okay, there's good news and the bad news. No, it's good news, all right? Because I don't know whether you're the victim or the attacker. All right, okay. This is a great reading, and I want to leave you with something. Who do you think's going to die first?
Oh, gosh.
It's always a man, isn't it?
Yes, you're right. Okay, you two, have you talked about children? Okay, because there's something that Sheba's showing me, and it's a daughter. She's a smackhead. And what you need to do is just put her in her place, because she's like, it's that sort of like that. Oh, I need another hit. I just fucked 4 blokes to get some money together, but it's not enough. I'm sorry, Mum. I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't mean to do it to you, but it's what I am. Who do you think's gonna die first?
Me.
That's the irony. She goes a lot sooner than you think. Okay. Yes. Okay, yeah. Right. What Sheba's showing me, you get married, right? You have some kids, get on with work. You in a camera. That's it, really.
Okay, I'm gonna end this. I'm probably gonna do a panel or something later, and I don't know, around 7 or 8 Eastern. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Love you.